Hello, thank you for tuning in. You are tuned into the Real Psychic Investigators. My name is Nehru. I am an extraterrestrial earth angel, light worker, Gaia beacon, descendant of Yeshua, seated 2 seats to the right of Most High, that is Divine Source, Eravat, Lord of the Sheep, Lord of the Shepherd, the Great I Am. Thank you so much for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. Again, we're going to go ahead and get tapped in. Investigators, CIA, DEA, FBI, parole officers, police officers. We're going to go ahead and get tapped in here. Okay. Thank you, Ereva. I am in King of Swords energy. It was 131 when I started this video. And this will be a typical reading, okay? An hour to an hour and a half, perhaps. I have not gotten any new public subscription notifications, I believe. Let me check and see. Yeah. Okay. No recent public notifications of subscribers, but I know we have been getting subscribers. I think we're at 108 or so. So again, thank you so much for tuning in, investigators and General Collective. Let's go ahead and see what it is that Divine wants to share with us today on our journey. The synchronicities of your cases, investigators, names, dates, places. Okay. I encourage you again, investigators, to meditate. Rachel could be significant, or Raquel, Rachel, for your journey, for your case. I encourage you, investigators and collective, to pay attention to your dreams and the energy of those dreams, not just the faces that you see in front of you, because motherfuckers can cloak themselves. in somebody else's energy and come to you in a dream, trying to portray something or someone that they are not. Aside from your notes, investigators, aside from your official case files, start a journal. Okay? Divine is saying pull some more tarot for the rest of the stack, so I will do that. 10 of Swords. Let's get into it. So, first to the collective. Someone came to you offering a heterosexual cup of love. Someone came to you offering a heterosexual cup of love. However, men, women, take it as it resonates. That means what easily fits. On the other side, there's deception nearby. Okay? And again, the murdered U.S. District Attorney, Jessica Aber, she was investigating some of our cases. The name Peter, okay? I was listening for something. Something about kindred spirits approaching. Three of Wands, okay? That's a confirmation for these kindred spirits approaching. Look at that individual. New Orleans could be significant, or Louisiana, investigators. And for you, collective, this could be an investigator, attorney, agent of some investigative agency, okay? Coming to you as you are in waiting for whatever news that is. Mel, Melinda, Melissa, MEL names, Melvin. On the Page of Swords, Page energy, and generally in tarot, is the lowest of energies. Okay? Some of you will find out that your father is not your father, or whoever raised you as you thought was your father is not. Okay, on the other side of that, we have she is not your mother. So you could find out that your mother who raised you is not your mother, and the father who you thought was your father, or separately. Some of you, your mother's not your mother. Some of you, the father's not your mother, or not your father, excuse me. Okay? Some type of overseas bank account, Swiss or otherwise. It could be a bank account in Germany. Okay? Investigators. I came across a PDF file, and it was about unclaimed assets or something. That might be something for you to look into, investigators or collective. We have the Temperance, So, for those of you that this resonates with, also there's a website where you can check for, maybe not, I think it just covered 2001 to 2011. So 2001, 2011 could be significant for you, investigators or collective. That particular database does cover trust funds, but it only covers those years. Okay? I didn't take the time to see if there's another database that goes further back. Temperance, Sagittarian energy, patience. Okay? The You Lack Effort card often comes out in these readings. I don't know if we will see that this reading around, but if we do, it's a confirmation, collective, okay, that someone, and I'm speaking to the collective with this energy, collective, that's a confirmation that somebody's dragging their ass. It could be the attorney, the investigator, and most likely it is one of them. They're dragging ass and bringing this information to you. I can't stand a slow procrastinating ass motherfucker. I can't stand that. I was a great soldier in the United States Army because I function efficiently. So again, I'm looking at Atlanta. Okay, so something about Atlanta specifically, or Georgia. Also, you could resonate with the spirit of Atlantis. Okay. So again, that coincides with the lesbian energy. Someone who, on the outside in public, their minister, pastor, co-workers, somebody, they don't know. They lick and suck on the same thing they got. Or they change theirs. Okay? So it could be a male, that wears makeup and dresses up as a woman. Investigators, pay attention. Cross-dressers, whoever. Okay? RuPaul energy. What's RuPaul's name? Ruben something? What's RuPaul's name? RuPaul's real name?
RuPaul's full name is RuPaul Andre Charles.
November 17th, Scorpio, San Diego. Okay. Something about flowers. Something about Kansas. And yes, this is. Kansas City, Kansas. Wichita. Could be dealing with a wizard of sorts. High vibrational or low vibrational, a magician, Wizard of Oz, Kansas, Dorothy. Could be something about a wicked witch you're investigating, investigators. Okay, so this is confirmation. Take a look at this. And let me go get those cards again that came out that said they are not the mother, your mother or father. Can't find it. Okay? But we saw the card that he or she is not your mother, or he or she is not your mother or father. Okay? This is confirmation, investigators, that somebody did witchcraft to murder someone and take their place. So, I'm your biological mother or father's sibling, and I murder your mother or your father when you were born, before you were born, while you were developing in the womb, and I took their place, is what this is saying. The truth has come to set us free as soon as the motherfuckers speak up, because they drag ass. Again, this could be the divine masculine or divine feminine collective. Timothy, tumultuous, Tangi, okay? This here represents a completion, a successful completion of something, a cycle. Okay? Case closed. Okay? Investigators, take a look at these two descriptions. Someone has small feet and double D chest, triple D chest. I said double, so there you go. Okay? Small feet and double or triple Ds. South Carolina. Again, I spoke about Gosnell yesterday, the now incarcerated former magistrate of South Carolina. Okay, the child sex pedophile. Okay, also there's a sportscaster. I'm not going to say their name. There is a male sportscaster, very well known, very liked, they've been in the NFL commentator. They have been doing it for a long time. Started in the 90s, probably after they retired from the NFL. Okay? That individual gives pedophilic energy. Again, I'm not going to say who it is. Stepping into a new cycle, a new world. Again, that's confirmation on the Seven of Wands. Again, as soon as somebody speaks up. I-10. And again, this could be someone who you've been investigating investigators for the last 10 years, whose first name, middle name, last name starts with an I. Okay, I-10. They could be born in October. Okay, which means they are a Libra or a Scorpio. Okay, RuPaul is a Scorpio. This lifetime, that's their sun sign. Some of you are dealing with a brother. Jacqueline, again, biological or someone who you energetically adopted as a brother. Okay? Jacqueline could be in this Ten of Swords energy right here. Jackie, Jackson, okay? Jaquez, Jamil, Jeremy, Jamal, jurisdiction. Next, we have the Two of Pentacles for something being brought into balance or something needing to be balanced out. Whatever that is, less is more at this time. I think I'm going to fast today from food. Okay? and drink water only. Nathaniel, Nathan on the other side. Nathaniel, Nathan. So something could be being brought into balance for Nathan. Nathan could be one of the investigators. Okay, Nate. Okay. Less is more. You know your journey. You know where you are. You know what your energy is speaking to you. Again, your intuition, the spirit, the truth of who you are, your spirit. Religious people say Holy Spirit. That cannot lie to you. Your intuition cannot lie to you. Bringing something into balance. Some of you will be packing your bags because you are on a journey to somewhere else, whether you know where that is today or not. Okay. Tremaine, Trey. Tremaine. Tremaine Hawkins. Tremaine. Tremaine Denzel. There could be something about a child support case or child support payments that you were supposed to get when you were a child. Investigators, you could be uncovering this. Or money that was set aside, an account that was set up in the child's name before or after they were physically birthed into this place. Okay? Okay? For some of you, your wife is in another relationship. Okay? If you need to find your special sanctuary, whatever that is, do it. Okay? Because it's only going to help you reach whatever this celebration is, whatever the celebratory energy is here. It's only going to help you. Also, the individuals who tapped into that account, if that's part of one of your investigators, they could have been taking this money and in this celebration. They could have partied with it, purchased clothes, cars, houses, whatever, with that. Okay? Whenever you drag ass, you cause stagnation. Take a look at the initials, investigators. Someone could be a junior or a second, or a third, or a fourth, like George Bryant the fourth. Okay, that's a YouTube golfer. That is on, those initials are on the sun card. So the sun is revealing one or more of these initials. It could be JA, RJ. Then again, they can go by RJ. Okay, CJ, KJ. We have the Tower, Golden, Simmons, Donaldson, Thompson. Take a look at, I just got a crown bump. Golden, Simmons, Donaldson, Thompson. I mentioned Evan Thompson yesterday. Again, he's a YouTube golfer because I was telling a story about a conversation I had with a doctor while I was playing golf online yesterday. Okay, take a look. So these initials, first, middle, last, could coincide with any of these names here, investigators. Collective. You discover karmic friends with these initials and these names. On the other side of the tower, we have Shiva. Okay? Hindi. Someone could be Hindu. Again, tower. Okay? Let me read you something about Shiva. The male energy of that is Shakti. Shiva has two primary meanings. In Judaism, it is the week-long mourning period after the burial for first-degree relatives, a time of receiving comfort from friends and family. Okay? So someone could be mourning someone's death. Okay? That could be part of their karma. In Hinduism, it is one of the major deities considered to be the supreme being of Shaivism, and represents destruction and regeneration through the roles as a member of the divine trinity. Okay, and it says his role. Okay, so again, divine masculine energy. Okay, Shiva. Next, we have someone who tried to make someone a spiritual slave. Again, natural laws do not yet state that it is illegal to do spiritual slavery work, witchcraft on someone. But one day it will. Because we are in a legal system in the matrix, not a justice system. They need to take the word justice off of every building in the world that claims that they are a justice system. No place on this earth is a justice system. Nowhere. Okay? I saw two different posts yesterday. I didn't read them. Two different posts. One was about a male and one was about a female, been incarcerated for 30 plus years, finally found innocent. Again, reminded of Emmett Till and the karmic ass witch bitch that lied on him, and in that lifetime ended his journey. In 1955, Emmett Till. Till the next episode. Spiritual slavery is illegal. We need to put that into law, President Trump. Spiritual slavery is witchcraft. It's evil and it's demonic. Someone could be a master builder 22. If you don't know how to figure out if you're a master builder 11, 22, or 33, look it up. I'm not going to go into that in this video. Collective, if you transformed from the caterpillar to the butterfly, don't turn around looking for a fucking caterpillar. Don't look around for a caterpillar. You no longer vibe with that energy. You need another butterfly to accompany you on your journey. Don't try to go back to the caterpillar. Don't accept the caterpillar. Small town crimes, that comes out here all the time. Confirmation on the Leo. Why? Because small time crimes, or excuse me, confirmation on the Queen of Pentacles. Okay? Because stuff like that happens all the time. Swept under the rug. Again, because their sister, brother, cousin is the sheriff. Ralph Rupert Herb. Ralph Tresvant. Ralph Tresvant. Ralph Tresvant, born May 16th, so there's Taurus energy. May 16th, 1968. Full name investigators. Ralph Edward Tresvant. Okay? Most of us know him from the group New Edition. We have RR out here and JJ out here. There could be something about a name that's BB, Bobby Brown. Okay. Boston, Massachusetts, he was birthed this lifetime. 1981 to present, active as, singer, producer, songwriter, all of that. Okay. Ralph, Edward, Ed, Eddie, Transvan. Again, we got a lesbian out here and we got femboy, so transvestite. Okay, I don't say transgender. Okay, I am not politically correct, in case the new subscribers were unaware. I am not, and I will never be. Because this is why. This is why. And if you want to kill the demon, you got to wrestle the demon where the demon is. And that's in the spirit. That's in the esoteric. That's in the ethers. And the fourth dimension is where the battles take place. And the fourth dimension is where spiritual warfare takes place. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against the principalities and powers of wickedness in this place that come to steal, kill, and destroy any and every promise, each and every lifetime. Individuals follow us from one lifetime to the next. So if you were murdered, killed, hung, stoned, whatever in another lifetime because of karmic activity, the witchcraft, you're back to bring justice. Don't fail your mission. That's on the Ten of Pentacles with music. Okay? Someone's name could be Leah, Leanne. I'm getting the name Grimes again. Is there a Leanne Grimes? Leanne Grimes. Let's see. Investigators. Leanne Grimes. Leanne Grimes. There is. Margaret that's Rhymes. Margaret Leanne Rhymes Cibrian, okay, born 8/28, 8/28/82. So there's all kind of synchronicities in there for her, whether she is realizing that and on her esoteric high vibrational journey or not. Okay, 8/28 and 8/2. Okay, all of that spells 16s to me, 24s. Okay, 888 is 24. Jackson, Mississippi, birthplace, spouse Dean Sheramet, first marriage 2002 investigators to 2010. That's an 8. So we're on 8s today. And then current husband Eddie Cibrian, marriage 2011. Garland, Texas. Texas comes out here all of the time. Active 1990 to present. Singer, songwriter, author, actress. Okay. Leanne Rhymes. And we got music out here, so rhymes. Okay. Music, we got Nathan out here. Nate Dogg is a rapper. Okay. American Cartel. We have the Empress on this high vibrational being this lifetime, whose public name, social name, is Abraham Hicks, but her name is Esther Hicks. Again, Hicks comes out all the time. The ignorant, stupid country boy, regardless of their color, okay, skin color, that don't matter. I really feel like I need to do like a deep dive on systemic racism and what it's done to separate Americans. I really feel like I need to do that. And I probably wouldn't post that on this channel. It will probably be on Esoteric Guidance. But how systemic racism for eons, I have to do this. Okay. Shout out to you, Abraham Hicks. Let me show you something. You want to know how racism started? You want to know how racism started? This is how racism started. And again, you can believe me or not, but this is how racism started. You see that fucking image? Let me ask you a question. Collective, investigators, empaths. Let me ask you a question. Ministers, let me ask you a question. Catholic Church, Roman Catholic, let me ask you a question. Looking at this Fabio looking motherfucker, do you really think that that's what the Messiah looked like when they arrived here? No, that is what they wanted them to look like. If they looked like this, they would have been accepted. They didn't look like that. That's why they were treated the way that they were treated. And this is why their truth was not accepted. This is why they were crucified, which actually means to ascend. This is why they were murdered. Look at that. Do you really think that's what they look like? I'm talking about systemic racism. If they look like that, they would have been accepted. Why? Because they look like this glorious, beautiful thing that man conjured up. Now, what are the... How should I ask this question? Let me think how to ask this question first. Images of the people of Bethlehem. And I'm going to try to squeeze in a couple of pictures here. Look at these individuals here. Do any of these individuals here look like a blonde-haired, blue-eyed motherfucker? Do any of them? Do any of them? Something about the summertime. When does summer officially end?
In the Northern Hemisphere, summer started on Saturday, the 21st of June 2025 and ended on Tuesday, the 23rd of September 2025.
So, something could have happened during that time between June 21st and September 23rd. Okay, so summer officially ended a couple of days ago. Again, for some of you, you should have already gotten this information, but you haven't. Someone's a professional photographer. Randy, Randall, Randell. Regents. Is that a hotel? Regents. Secrets being revealed. As soon as somebody speaks up, whoever that is that needs to speak up, and that's on this, okay? Knight of Swords energy, or excuse me, Knight of Wands energy. Could be something about a Knight of Swords. Knight of Wands energy. Under the cover of moonlight. Okay? Under the cover of moonlight. Okay? Under the cover of moonlight. So we have secrets being revealed, okay, on this here. Okay? So someone is taking action, or they're supposed to reveal these secrets to you, investigators. So again, I use the example, oh yeah, I'll be in to talk to you. You want to interview me? Oh yeah, you can come by. Oh yeah, I'll stop by. Nope. They don't show up. Okay? Giving you false evidence. Okay? But there's some type of dramatic, some type of strong action that either is being taken collective or needs to be taken investigators in order to reveal these secrets. Whatever these things are hidden about, whatever has been stolen, taken, witchcraft, doppelganging, whatever, black web photo, whatever proof, OnlyFans, whatever that is. Archangel Sandalphon is here. That is Elijah. When they were here in the 3D, when you knew them in your biblical Bible, your biblical text as you read it, Elijah. Today is Archangel Sandalphon. Someone should have left already. Okay. Again, I said in Libra season that I was going to be single and free, and I'm going back out to be social. And that's what I'm doing, okay? When I land at my next destination. Don't tell them. Just leave. And we got Hinduism. So Hindi is extremely significant in this reading currently. Someone's watching this. You are Hindi. Okay? We have the Four of Swords. Okay. On Chile. Okay. That is not my next destination. Chile. It could be yours, investigators. Could be yours, collective. Something in this in this energy read could be in regards to a crime in Chile. Okay, or someone could often say child, please, or child, or whatever. Someone could say that all of the time. Okay, because we're dealing with karma chameleons. Someone's name could be George. Is that the second time I've said George? Let's look up Boy George. There's information talking about femboys. Let's look up Boy George information. Boy George. Again, you can do whatever you want to. It's your thing, and you can shake it how you want to. Give it up free and make your money on the corner. You wonder why they call you bitch. 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 Look here, Miss Thing, hate to insult your game, but you's a money-hungry hoe when you need to change. In the locker room, all the homies did was laugh, high fives, cause another nigga played your ass. Okay, I can't find the femboy card, but there you go. Let's take a look at Boy George, cause he's one who wears makeup. Born George Allen O'Dowd. 6/14/61. Okay, 6 1461. So Gemini. Okay. Born in Kent, England. Okay. So England, investigators. Other names, George Angela Dust. Active 1979 to present. Name of his member of Culture Club. Okay. Again, their most popular song is probably Karma Chameleon from the, I don't know, 89 or whenever that song was released. And whoever that individual is, not necessarily Boy George, but whoever that is, they could be coming unraveled. You are the generational curse breaker when you step into the truth of who you are, investigators. Okay? When you no longer are politically correct and you release the truth, Grady Judd, you are a generational curse breaker. Lieutenant Joe Kenda, you are a generational curse breaker. Christopher Asher Ray, when you speak up, you are a generational curse breaker. President Trump, you are a generational curse breaker when you speak the truth. It doesn't matter. Bill Clinton, it doesn't matter who you are. When you decide to do away with the karmic ass shit and stop trying to be politically correct, you become a generational curse breaker. Again, they perpetrate that Fabio looking man as Yeshua, Issa. Okay, let me just go ahead and confirm to all you doubters that their real name is Issa. Let me just go ahead and confirm that to you. Since you don't believe me and it's not Jesus, let me just go ahead and confirm that to you all, right? Because your ass might be lazy. You might not want to look up the information. So let me help you out. No, the English name Jesus is not real. That's what it says. It's not real. But the name Issa, Arabic, Islamic name, okay? Again, there was no J in the Hebrew language. So if your mother named you Michael, there must have been an M in the language that they spoke in that land when they named you Michael. If they named you Shannon, then there was an S in the language of the culture back then. So Saint Mary, that ascended master, could not have named them Jesus because there was no J in the Hebrew language. Because she couldn't spell Jesus. She wouldn't know what a J was. Again, somebody has to speak the truth. Right, collective? Right, subscribers? Somebody has to speak the truth. A lover of satanic charm. Again, that goes back to the beginning of this reading. A lover of satanic charm. A lover that came to you, but they were satanic charm. Okay? That's why they call them bitch. That's why I call him bitch. That's why you should call him bitch. Again, a female and a karmic male is a motherfucker. Okay? Two-time player. And this name, a Generation X, a chef or a baker. Take a look, collective. Take a look, investigators. Two-time player, Gen X, some type of admirer or love. Again, this is definitely in the reverse for whoever that is. Okay? And someone's a chef or a baker. They could be a Gen Xer, Gen Yer, Gen Zer, Gen whatever. Baby boomer. Two-time player. I mentioned Germany, Berlin, Germany. I mentioned junior. Somebody's a junior or a second. Again, their family could call them junior. There's blood evidence, investigators, in regards to some of your cases. There's blood evidence, okay? Blood evidence. Go ahead and get some randoms. Martin Lawrence, let's look up his information. Okay, we know he has mental issues. Okay, so, or it's well documented, I guess, that Martin Lawrence, the comedian, actor, right, mental issues. Let's go ahead and find out. So, investigators, you could be finding out that whoever that two-time player is, they have mental issues, or someone else, in your case, has mental issues. Martin Lawrence. Born 4/16/65. Okay? 4/16/65. Martin Fitzgerald Lawrence. Larry, Lowry. Wasn't Lowry fired for sexual assault, sexual harassment or something like that? Matt Lowry, something? On a news something, Today Show something, Matt Lauer something, I don't know. Martin Lawrence, let's go ahead and take a look. Marty. Born in Frankfurt, Germany. Okay. So Berlin, Germany. I said it. Another confirmation. Okay, spouses, Patricia Southhope. Okay, so Patricia, Pat, Tia, 1995 to 1997, 2 years. Shamika Gibbs, 2010 to 2007, 2 years. Sure, you could have dated someone for 2 years, collective, and you're finding out that they are one of these demonic energies that have come out in this reading today as we get ready to close it out. 3 children, okay? Martin Lawrence, again, someone could be a comedian, okay? Or they thought something was funny when they decided to come against you and try to take your place or, again, steal from you in any way. Do you know investigators? Do you know investigators? Even in your own personal life, let me speak to the investigators on this channel for a moment. Investigators, even in your personal life, do you know that you are not, what's the word I'm looking for? You are not outside of the possibilities of this being someone who does witchcraft against you. So how does this work? Okay? How can someone take your energy and give it to someone else? They can come in and have sex with you, okay? Male investigator, female investigator. They can come in and be sexing on you, okay? Promising you all this shit. Again, two-time player. And they take that energy because they know you are of high vibration. They know you are a star seed. They know you are a light worker. They know you are a truth speaker. Okay? They know that's what your heart is. They know you are an unconditional love. And they take your energy, harvest your sacral energy, and then take that turnaround while you're at work, while you're traveling to solve your cases, and they are giving your sacral energy that they harnessed from you, harassed from you, and giving it to someone else. This is how demonic spirits steal energy. This is how they destiny swap. In addition to other witchcraft methods. Let's go ahead and pull some random cards here. Telepathic communication techniques. Already told the stupid ass divine masculine, whoever's that's supposed to be coming towards me, I put a message on for your ass on esoteric guidance this morning. Okay? We have Eastern Stars, Investigation, and Quentin. Okay? That's what I have in my hand right now. My hand right now. Okay? So, I already told that divine masculine, don't be sending me no fucking telepathic messages. Return to sender. Don't be sending me no fucking songs. Return to sender. Don't be sending me no fucking dreams. Return to sender. Your coward ass need to speak up. Again, investigators, collective, Quentin could be under investigation. Quentin could be the investigator. Okay, Quentin could be dealing with Eastern Stars. Okay, typically these are women in that secret society. Let's look up some information about Eastern Stars. Secret Society, Eastern Stars. The Order of the Eastern Stars, OES, is not a secret society, yeah, so they say, but the world's largest fraternal organization for both men and women. Founded by a Freemason, and they say it's not a secret society. That's like telling me the politics aren't corrupt. It is an appendant body to Freemasonry. Again, break it down on an individual level, and I'm taking my time. Breaking this down on an individual level, you have an Oprah Winfrey and a Tyler Perry. An Oprah Winfrey and an Epstein. That school in South Africa is a sex trafficking ring. I'm going to say it again. That school in Africa is a sex trafficking ring. You can't lay in bed with an Epstein, and I don't mean lit physically, energetically. Do you know how close she was to those pedophiles? You can't lay in bed with them and not be of the same type of species. You cannot. You cannot. Okay? You cannot be hanging around Diddy and not be getting his dicky. You cannot. You cannot. Quincy Jones, that's a Q. You cannot. He's a fucking pedophile from way back. He's been fucking on musicians, men. He's been fucking on musicians for a long ass time. His ass is no longer here to be prosecuted for those crimes. That's unfortunate. Listen to me, investigators. There could be a Jones. I saw Jonesboro. I didn't say it. But there you go. Jonesboro anywhere in the world. So whoever that divine masculine is, don't be sending me no fucking telepathic messages. I reject all that shit. Don't be sending me no fucking songs. You get off your ass and speak the fuck up. I'm on LinkedIn at Ascended Master. I'm on Instagram at The Encourager 333. I'm on YouTube. This channel, there's an email address in the description of this video. Esoteric Guidance, Extraterrestrial Earth Angel. There's an email address in the description of every video. I'm on YouTube. Or excuse me, I'm on Facebook at To Be Determined. Anywhere you want to send me a message, it's time to cut out the like bullshit. Okay? And just sending messages and playing all these fucking esoteric games. It's time out for that bullshit. Time out for that bullshit. Okay? So I was talking to you, investigators, about someone siphoning your energy. And again, a two-time player, a male or a female. Morgan, we already had Mel out here. Morgan, Melanie, Melissa, and Malik. Melanie Caldwell. Melanie Caldwell. I don't even know who that is. I just, but Divine just gives me I have no idea who these people are. None. So there's a Melanie Caldwell, but I'm thinking Caldwell. Okay. So let's look at Melanie Caldwell. Again, one person or separate names. Melanie Caldwell. Bobby Caldwell. Melanie. Again, this is coming from IMDP or whatever that site is for celebrity information. Melanie Caldwell is known for The Cotton Club, The Equalizer, and Portfolio. You find an image. Okay, I don't know. Let me read. Something about 2024. Okay, I can't find much on her. Perhaps there's... Okay. So, those two names, Melanie, and I said Caldwell, because that's the name I heard. Again, Fox. We talk about Jamie Foxx. We talk about Michael J. Fox. Okay? Oh. I talked about dreams, and I talked about picking up the energy of the dream. Okay? I'm going to bring something to your attention about the energy of some females. Well-known female celebrity females. They are considered celebrities. I'm going to mention 3 individuals. Okay? 3 individuals. These are women who would eat their children. Okay? like a guinea pig would. Okay? 3 women, celebrities who would eat their children. Lisa Ray, Jada Pinkett Smith, and Vivica A. Fox. The spirit of a mother that would eat her young. The spirit of a mother who would eat her young describes the archetypal devouring mother, a figure in psychology and literature who, despite her initial nurturing intent, becomes excessively controlling and ultimately harms her children, rather than embodying the self-sacrificing love typically associated with motherhood. This figure is also present in the biblical account of the siege of Samaria. Return to sender, all monitoring spirits. Return to sender, all monitoring spirits. I almost put up my middle finger. Where feminine-stricken mothers agreed to eat each other's children, a horrific event that inverted the expected maternal instinct of protection and nurturing. A devouring mother spirit. We see these stories in the news, mothers who kill their children all the time. Okay? I was reading a story today. It was about a man whose remains were found after he murdered his children. 3 children. 3. Martin Lawrence has 3 children, so that's significant today. I have 3 kidneys. Let's read about the biblical. That interests me. A well-known biblical story describes 2 mothers in Samaria during a siege and famine who makes a desperate pact to eat one of their sons on one day and the others on the next. The event showcases a horrific inversion of maternal care driven by extreme desperation. The story of the cannibal mothers is often compared to the story of Solomon, which relies on a woman's instinct to protect her child to determine the true mother. In the case of the cannibal mothers, a cannibal, Hannibal Lecter, Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm going to look up serial killers who have eaten. I'm going to look that up. The expected instinct to protect is absent, creating a topsy-turvy world where material nature works in an absurd and horrifying way, investigators. You could be investigating a cannibal. Serial killers that were cannibals. I remember hearing this case about this woman. I don't remember her name because we'll scroll down to it. But I remember watching her video too. I remember watching that woman. So here's a picture of 3 cannibals. I already said one of their names. Okay. Armin Mewes, the master butcher. In a tale that horrified Germany. In a tale that horrified Germany, Armin Mewes found his victim, burned German Brandis, something, I'm butchering that, I apologize, over the internet. Okay, the victim, an IT manager, had posted an advertisement for someone to obliterate his life and leave no trace. That's interesting. The victim traveled by train to meet Mewis in the western town of Rottenburg in March of 2001. There, the cannibal videotaped himself serving Brandis's penis with a knife, Brandis's penis with a knife before both men tried to eat it. You want to talk about some sick asses? You want to talk about the demons that need to be killed, hung, murdered, firing squad? I bet he's still alive. Or at least my bet is that he is. Breathing profusely, Brandis fell unconscious. Okay? Then the perpetrator, the cannibal, I guess the other cannibal, laid him out on a bench, kissing him on his lips before plunging the knife into his throat. He suspended the victim on a meat hook and froze the flesh. In a shocking recent interview, as according to this article, Mewis gave never before heard details. He said, "I decorated the table with nice candles. I took out my best dinner service." Listen to this. And fried a piece of rump steak. Listen to me. And I almost want to laugh because it's so preposterous. It's so fucking out there. I almost want to laugh. Like, it's so sickening. Like, you can almost only just like, is that real? Yeah. A piece from his back that he cooked with potatoes and Brussels sprouts. Look at him. That mouth has eaten an ass, and literally, this mouth has consumed human flesh. This body, those eyes, let's read a little bit about the next one. Anthony Morley, gay cannibal killer. Okay. Former Mr. Gay UK, Anthony Morley, is spending the rest of his life in jail. Now, why is he spending the rest of his life? Why is he still here? After being found guilty of butchering his boyfriend and cooking his flesh. In 2008, Morley, 36/33-year-old boyfriend Damien Oldfield's throat before stabbing him numerous times after watching Brokeback Mountain in bed. So again, something about a homosexual or lesbian relationship that's kept under cover. Upon his sentence, so Judge James Stewart, QC, said this is one of the most gruesome murders I have ever encountered, yet they didn't sentence that motherfucker to death. Yet they didn't kill him. That demon is still living with us today. Again, breathing pneuma, which is divine source. So, Judge James Stewart, why didn't you hang this sorry ass motherfucker? Why did you sentence them to life in prison? Why? Jeffrey Dahmer, Milwaukee cannibal. Jeffrey Dahmer was a chocolate factory worker who slaughtered, raped, and mutilated at least 17 young men before eating their body parts. Also known as the Milwaukee Cannibal, Dahmer's killing spree spanned over 13 years, 1978 to 1991. 13 years. That is death. 13 represents death. Again, I was an accountant for 13 years, and that was the end of that. It died. Where he would bring boys and young men to his house, molest some, and eat them. Jeffrey Dahmer. Again, investigators, Jeffrey or Dahmer. Matthew Williams. Matthew Williams, 34, was caught in a hotel room in 2014. I hope you're paying attention to all of these details and names and years, investigators, parole officers, police officers. In 2014, eating parts of a 22-year-old woman's face. The victim, named as shop worker Karis Yim, met him at a pub just hours earlier before going back to the hotel in South Wales. Williams stabbed and killed his victim and ate her face and an eye. He died while under arrest. Hallelujah. Jorge Beltro Negromonte or something, dubbed the real-life Sweeney Todd. Jorge, 54, with his wife and mistress, so he had an accomplice, lured women to their house with the promise of work as a babysitter. The sick trio, it was a trio, then killed their victims and baked their flesh into meat pies. The thick empanada pastries, again, it's almost it's like, what? What? Were filled with flesh from the victims and sold to customers in their shop. Schools and hospitals in Brazil claiming they contained chicken and tuna. The pies were also eaten by the trio, neighbors, and a small child who lived with them. When the killers were arrested in 2014 in the city of Geranhuns, whatever that is, okay, they confessed to the crimes, said they belonged to a sect that preached the purification of the world and the reduction of its population. Again, a mother or father who says, God told me to kill my children, that is a fucking demon. That is a Jezebel, Apophis, a Pep, satanic worshiper. There is no fucking way divine Eravat, Most High God, Yahweh, Elohim, El Shaddai would ever tell you to murder your children. Ever. Ever. And allow you to go through with that. And them grant you, yes, you have done well, my son or daughter. You have done well, my son. You have done well, my daughter, to murder the seed that I've given life to. You have done. Tamara Samsonova, the Granny Reaper. A serial killer dubbed the Granny Reaper was suspected of eating her victims' organs and said to have favored their lungs. St. Petersburg, that's not Florida. I don't believe. St. Petersburg, it might be, I don't know. St. Petersburg police found the headless body of Valentina Ulanova, near a pond, after her carer. Okay, so she might have been there could be something about a home care worker, or what did they call that? Like a CNA, certified nurse's assistant, or someone who cares for the elderly at their home type of thing. Was caught on CCTV, removing the victim's body in a black bag. Okay, so the perpetrator, Granny Ripper, had drugged them and cut their body into pieces with a hacksaw. At least 11 victims took place over 2 decades. Collective, if you did not get your ass out, they might have been planning to eat you or your body. That's not you. It's time for a resurrection. That's what that says. Time for a new start resurrection of laws. Let's go ahead and pull some tarot to go ahead and close out this reading. Confirm everything that's come out here. This came out in the other reading that I did when I cussed out the divine masculine on esoteric guidance, extraterrestrial earth angel. Yeah, I did. And again, everybody is replaceable. And that's what most people fear. That's what creates codependency. You can't replace me. I'm the only one you got. You leave me, your ass will be broken pole. You ain't gonna have shit if you leave me. You ain't gonna have nothing. Control. Codependency. Communication. 8 of Wands. That communication being the truth with the Ace of Wands. Okay? This communication could be coming from somebody who's in the Ace of Swords, or the reason why they are in the Ace of Swords is because they didn't speak up. Again, my energy, my readings, it's not for everyone. And I say that often when I was doing tarot readings on esoteric guidance. I would say my readings are for the high vibrational beings on this planet only. Okay? Because of the blue dragon that flows from this throat chakra. Again, because we wrestle not against flesh and blood, collective investigators, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. You alchemize that. Also, John Walsh is another individual, but there are plenty of examples on this planet about individuals who've alchemized tragedy. Okay, whether they see that as alchemizing or not. I spoke to about Aaliyah and her ancestors putting R. Kelly's sorry ass in jail after she ascended. Okay, because he's a pedophile and he raped her when she was a minor and married her when she was a minor. And then I spoke to Tamron Hall's situation and how she transformed that tragedy of her sister Annette into who she is today. And now today she's saving many lives and exposing karmic activity on this planet, the demons that are on this planet. Whether she sees it that way or not, it doesn't matter. That's what she is doing. It's better if she does see it that way. What's behind the devil? Because they were hiding your money, collective. It's all about the money. It's all about the money. On the planet, that's what they make it all about. All about the money. All about the coin. Thank you so much, investigators, DEA, FBI, for tuning in to this reading. Again, I don't know who this reading is going to resonate for, but take what does. My name is Nehru, and you have been tuned into the Real Psychic Investigators. Again, to those of you who have liked, shared, and subscribed to the channel, thank you so much for willing to take a chance again, because I know what I speak here, it is not easy, and it is not, again, it's not soft. It's not politically correct, but I'm not meant to be. Okay? And when you step into the fullness of who you are, if you haven't, you will realize that too and stop hiding in the shadows. Thank you so much as always. We will probably be back with another reading at some point. Today, what is today's 9/26. Okay? We will probably, that's 13/13. We will probably be back with another energy reading. Thank you so much for all that you do to get these messages out and to help the channel grow. Thank you so much. I send love to you, high vibrational, masculines, feminines, investigators, police officers. Thank you so much for all that you do here on the planet to bring about the justice that's needed. As always, be encouraged.